It's the Nuka-Cola Lounge, presented by the Triple S League.
Do I look like I care?
Sweating out, feeling swell. Gee golly, it's a beautiful day. Gonna burn my troubles away. I'm going nuclear. Light up the town. The walls that hold me. I'm melting down. I'm rising up like a mushroom cloud. I'm going nuclear. Light up this town. That's right.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nuka-Cola Lounge podcast, where we talk about all things Fallout. What you just heard was Going Nuclear by a guy named Gavin Dunn. He's a very talented musician and obviously a Fallout fan. He put this song up on YouTube and it's got thousands of views and likes, and it's absolutely great. We'll put a link to it in the description of our own video. Thank you, Gavin, for permission to include a snippet from it on our humble podcast. My name is Ash, and I'm here as always with Saib. I think
I ate a brain worm. Wasn't very good.
I told you not to shop at that sketchy-looking gas station, but no, you don't listen.
But no, that song was very, very good. I encourage everybody to go listen to it, add it to your favorite playlists on YouTube.
I love it. Came across a couple other interesting pieces of Fallout fan art this past week as well, actually, on Twitter.
Yes.
Lots of it flying around these days.
We're going to get a ton more of it.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I'll just put a couple of them up on the screen here. If you're listening to this in the background, we're going to be showing a couple of pictures right now on the video. So this first one is a painting that was made for a guy by his girlfriend, which...
That's pretty cool. When you give some Fallout artwork to your significant other, that is a real special relationship right there.
Nothing says I love you like a painting of a nuclear bomb going off.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
No, this is really... I love this painting. I love the style of it. I don't know what this art style would be called, but I don't know. It's really grabs you. And I snooped on the Twitter account of the girl that painted this, and she and her boyfriend seem to be very much in love, and it's very nice to see. It was sickeningly sweet, some of the tweets they were tweeting about each other.
Don't you just love that?
Absolutely disgusting, as a matter of fact. All the best to you guys, and we'll have
amazing. Keep up the amazing work. It's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
She's obviously a very talented artist.
What's the next one you got here?
This one is from a guy who does pixel art, and what I really loved about this is, to me, this immediately struck me as, this is Fallout if it had been made 30 years ago by Sierra. This is what we'd have gotten.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that, though?
Yeah, I actually have a really easy time imagining that because I actually played Wasteland. So.
Oh, hey. See, no, yeah. I haven't. Was Wasteland a text input game?
It was about as texty and as low graphic as you could possibly imagine.
Huh.
It was mostly text. It was great.
I can see that. So using the cursor keys to walk around. Oh, look, a super mutant. Draw, gun. Shoot, super mutant. Super mutant takes 2% damage. And then he starts running at you across the screen. Shoot, super mutant. Oh, look, in the time it took me to type that, he pulverized my head with his super sledge. Oh, the good old days when games were insanely impossible for no apparent reason.
You know, it's great to see the indie community resurrecting some of those older gaming concepts, too. It's great. I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes
things are too easy these days, and then you get a game like Super Meat Boy, and you're reminded why you used to have blisters on your thumbs.
Oh, exactly. So today we're just following up on something that we talked about a couple of weeks ago in our episode Perks and Porn Sites. So we're just following up on the perks.
Not the porn sites, just to be clear. We're not ever following up on that.
Yeah, there's no real need to report on that side of things. Although there was a rather funny leak this past weekend at PAX. Apparently somebody leaked some Fallout 4 footage that had already been released months ago.
Yeah, if you're going to go to the trouble to make a fake video, at least put some effort into it. But he's getting his own comeuppance.
Yeah, but some news dropped very recently about the perks in Fallout 4, and so we just wanted to share that information with you. In an interview with Official Xbox Magazine, a Bethesda representative said the following: "You will still level up via XP. And each level increase will still give you a point to spend on a perk, but now those perks have varying XP levels on their own. It's Perkception, essentially, and that means should you theoretically play long enough to max out every tier of every single one, gaining untold buffs and no doubt all kinds of horrendous real-world illnesses in the process, you'll top off with a total of 275.
What's interesting with this, when it's worded very...
it is worded very strangely.
But I think we can unbox it a little bit. Basically, what I believe they're trying to say is that we are going to see perks that level up. You're not leveling up perks and then going back to leveling your character. You're leveling both of them at the same time, basically.
Yes, the perks are gonna level up based on XP. So essentially, each perk is gonna have its own experience point level. What's not clear in this is whether the experience points in the perks are tied to your general experience points, or if the perk skill gains XP each time you use that perk.
Like lock picking, is going to level your lock picking, or hacking is going to level your hacking. We don't have a lot of information to go on, so we're not going to go too much in depth on this, but what we can do with this is unbox how does it impact the early gameplay and how the early gameplay then kind of more or less sets your character. Ash, how do you like to play your Fallout?
I guess you would call me sort of a ranger style player. I put a lot of points into small guns and into sneak. I definitely like to pick the baddies off from a distance. So for example, Fallout 3, when I see the red line on the radar, immediately go into sneak mode, try to snipe the enemies before they have a chance to notice me. But I do spend a good deal of time in close quarters combat as well with melee weapons.
So yes, that's very much a Wild West Ranger almost. So really, your core perks are going to definitely be stealth, small guns, sniping, and probably a little like close quarter stuff. So that's
some in melee weapons. Yeah,
that basically means that you're definitely going to have 4 to 5 perks that you're absolutely going to pick right off the top.
It's not going to be a situation where you can get 10 levels in and then decide to dump a whole bunch of points into, say, explosives or something and suddenly be great at explosives. No, it's going to, once you select that perk, it's going to take some time before you're really experienced in it.
And I'm very similar. I'm still stealthy. I typically play a stealthy person who's very nice and friendly. He's got lots of charisma and can talk themselves into getting much closer to enemies than they really should allow me to. And then before they know it, they've all got grenades in their pockets. And I'm saying, well, thanks for chatting, guys, and good luck with that explosion. Goodbye.
You heard it right here, folks.
Boom.
Saib's character style is sassy bitch.
Yeah, just a little bit. Usually play as a female because it's more fun. It's different.
It's because you have to spend a ton of time staring at the character's backside. That's what you told me years ago when I asked you why you always play it a female.
Still works the same way.
See, I play first person, so it doesn't even matter.
And that's why choice is a very good thing to have in video games. Back to the perks.
Back to the perks, yeah.
Just a quick question for the audience. What is everybody's favorite perk? Let us know. And definitely pull from the list of all of the Fallout games and the traits in the Fallout game as well, because I'm really hoping some of those traits come back in some way. But if not on release, then, modders will fix it.
I think my favorite perk so far is Lawbringer.
That's a good one.
In Fallout 3. Take a finger from every evil character that you kill. And at first I thought it was going to be just the named characters. But no. Raiders, Enclave soldiers, any evil human character. I get all these fingers. And the ransom on them is actually not all that much. But there's just, I don't know, there's something really fun about it. About collecting a bounty on all these evil characters. If I went back through the list, I'd probably come up with some others.
My personal favorites, probably some of the stealth perks or like the Black Widow perks. They're super fun because those conversations are amazing. Nothing better than turning good old Benny on his head before you put a bullet in his head. Tit for tat. Ha ha ha. That's a New Vegas. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert for a 5-year-old game.
So
yes, we have unofficial confirmation of self-leveling perks, or perks that level up either in conjunction with your general XP or as you use the perk skills. We are not taking a stance on which one of those it's going to be. We find that the quote is not clear enough to give us that information, but it does tell us that it's going to be important which perks you choose early on in the game.
Definitely is going to change and tweak the gameplay.
As always, we want to hear from you. Please let us know what you think of all this and which perks are your favorite from the previous Fallout games and what are you looking forward to in Fallout 4. You can drop comments down below or you can reach us on Twitter. Our handle is @SSS League. On behalf of Saib, my name is Ash. Thank you for listening to this edition of the Nuka-Cola Lounge, and we will see you next time.
I really hope you're not important to the story because I really like what you're wearing.
Are you talking to me?